everyone, it's me, Rode. Welcome, kids. Are you ready for an awesome adventure? Today we're going to do something super special and explore a specific day in history. What day is it? It's November 23rd. You might think it's just a regular day, but it's packed with so many amazing secrets and super fun facts that I can't wait to share with you. We're going to learn about music, a famous TV show, a superstar, astronauts in space, and even a big holiday. It's going to be so much fun discovering all the cool things that happened on this one day throughout history. Get ready to discover the coolest secrets and fun facts about November 23rd in history. I've got my explorer hat on, and our amazing time machine is all powered up and ready to go. We're going to zoom back to different years and see what was happening. Imagine getting to see the very first jukebox ever, or watching the first episode of a show that people still love today. It's like being a history detective, and we're the ones solving the mystery of what makes November 23rd so special. Are you excited? I know I am. So buckle up, everyone. Make sure you're ready for a journey full of surprises and incredible stories. Let's jump into our time machine and explore. First, we need to set the dials. Beep, boop, bop, boop. Okay, our first stop is way back in the year 1889. The time machine is shaking. Woo! Here we go. Let's see what amazing discovery is waiting for us there. This is going to be the best history adventure ever. Woo! We've landed in the year 1889. Look around. People are wearing funny hats and riding in old-timey carriages. But guess what amazing thing happened on November 23rd this year? The very first jukebox was installed in a restaurant in San Francisco, California. Can you imagine that? Before this, if you wanted to hear music when you were out, you had to hope a live band was playing. There was no way to just pick a song you wanted to hear. This machine changed everything. It was called the nickel-in-the-slot phonograph. That's a big name, right? It just means you put a nickel coin in the slot to hear a song. This was a super huge deal. For the very first time, people could go to a public place like a restaurant or a soda shop and choose the music they wanted to listen to. It was like having a magical music box that played all your favorite tunes just for you. Imagine walking into a place and hearing music coming out of a big wooden box. You'd be so surprised. People would gather all around it, totally amazed. They would put their nickels in and dance and sing along. It was like having a party anytime you wanted, just by using a coin. This was the start of on-demand music for everyone. The first jukeboxes didn't look like the flashy ones with colourful lights we see in movies. They were big wooden cabinets with 4 tubes that looked like doctor's stethoscopes. 4 people could listen at the same time, each with their own tube. Isn't that silly? You had to put the tube up to your ear to hear the song. It must have been so cool to be one of the first people to ever do that. This invention made music so much more fun and accessible for everyone, not just people who could afford to go to fancy concerts. It was the beginning of sharing music in a whole new way. Okay, time machine, let's zoom forward. Our next stop is November 23rd, 1963. Whoosh! We're in England now, and something incredible is about to happen on television for the very first time. It's the premiere of a show called Doctor Who. Have you ever heard of it? It's a super famous science fiction show about a time-traveling alien called the Doctor. The Doctor looks human, but is actually a Time Lord from a planet called Gallifrey. How cool is that? He travels through time and space in his amazing ship, the TARDIS, which looks just like a blue police box from the outside. On this day, families all across the United Kingdom gathered around their black and white television sets to watch the very first episode. They had no idea that they were watching the beginning of a show that would become one of the most famous and longest-running TV shows in the whole world. The first Doctor was played by an actor named William Hartnell, and he took his first companions on an adventure. People were immediately hooked by the mystery, the excitement, and the idea of traveling anywhere in time and space. Imagine seeing that for the first time. So why is Doctor Who still so loved today, so many years later? One of the coolest secrets of the show is that the Doctor can regenerate when he is badly hurt. This means he changes his whole body and personality, and a new actor gets to play the Doctor. It's a super clever way to keep the show going forever with new adventures and new faces. That's why there have been so many different Doctors over the years. The show is all about adventure, helping people, and being clever and kind. It inspires us to be curious and brave, and that's why kids and grown-ups still love watching it today. Alright, let's set the time machine to a more recent year. Get ready, we're jumping to November 23rd, 1992. On this day, a future superstar was born. Do you know who I'm talking about? It's Miley Cyrus. A lot of you probably know her as a super famous singer and actress. She was born in Tennessee, and her dad is also a famous country singer named Billy Ray Cyrus. From the very beginning, it seemed like she was destined to be a star. Her family even gave her the nickname Smiley because she smiled so much as a baby, which later turned into Miley. Isn't that a cute story? Many of you might know Miley from her super famous Disney Channel show Hannah Montana. In the show, she played a regular girl named Miley Stewart who had a secret identity as a famous pop star named Hannah Montana. It was such a fun show where she had to balance her normal life at school with her secret life as a celebrity. She got to wear cool wigs and sparkly outfits and sing amazing songs. The show was a huge hit, and kids all over the world loved singing along to songs like The Best of Both Worlds. It made her one of the biggest teen idols ever. After Hannah Montana, Miley continued to be a huge music star. She grew up and started making different kinds of music, showing everyone how creative she is. She's known for her powerful voice and for writing songs that many people can relate to, like The Climb or Party in the USA or Flowers. She's not afraid to be herself and try new things with her music and her style, which is super cool. From a smiling baby to a Disney Channel star to a worldwide music sensation, Miley Cyrus's journey all started on this special day, November 23rd. Okay team, our next stop is out of this world. Literally. Let's set the time machine for November 23rd, 2000 and aim for the stars. Blast off. On this day, something truly historic was happening way up in orbit around the Earth. The very first crew of astronauts to live on the International Space Station, known as the ISS, had arrived a few weeks earlier and were now settled into their new home. This wasn't just a short visit. This was the beginning of humans living and working in space continuously, 24/7. Can you even imagine living in a house that's floating in space? The International Space Station is like a giant high-tech laboratory that zips around our planet at super high speeds. The first crew, called Expedition 1, had 1 American astronaut and 2 Russian cosmonauts. Their job was to get the station up and running, like setting up a new house. They had to install equipment, run experiments, and make sure everything was working perfectly. Life in space is very different from life on Earth. Because there's no gravity, everything floats. Astronauts have to strap themselves into sleeping bags to sleep, and their food comes in special packages so it doesn't float away. Even taking a shower is tricky. Living and working on the ISS is so important. The astronauts conduct hundreds of science experiments that you can't do on Earth. They study how space affects the human body, which helps us prepare for future missions to Mars. They also study our planet from above, helping us understand weather and climate change. The ISS is a symbol of teamwork, with many different countries working together to explore space. Since that first crew arrived, there have always been people living on the station. It's like we have a permanent human neighborhood in outer space, all thanks to the journey that began around this time in history. For our last stop, we don't need to go to a specific year because this one can happen on November 23rd in many different years. We're talking about a very special holiday celebrated in the United States. Thanksgiving. Sometimes the 4th Thursday of November falls right on the 23rd. When it does, families all across the country gather together to celebrate. Thanksgiving is a day all about being grateful for the good things in our lives, like our family, our friends, and, of course, all the yummy food. It's a tradition that has been celebrated for a very long time. A fun fact about Thanksgiving is why the date changes every year. It's not a fixed date like Christmas on December 25th. Instead, it's always celebrated on the 4th Thursday of November. So you have to look at the calendar each year to find out the exact date. On this day, many families have huge feasts. The most famous Thanksgiving food is a big roasted turkey. But there's also stuffing, mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, and pumpkin pie for dessert. My tummy is rumbling just thinking about it. It's a time for everyone to sit around the table together and share what they're thankful for. Besides the big meal, there are other fun Thanksgiving traditions too. Many people love to watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York City, which has giant balloons of our favorite cartoon characters, cool floats and marching bands. It's so colorful and exciting. Another big tradition is watching American football. Many families gather around the TV to cheer for their favorite teams after they finish eating. It's a day full of food, family, and fun, and a wonderful reminder to be thankful for everything we have. And sometimes all that fun happens on November 23rd. Wow, what an amazing journey through time. We discovered so many incredible things that happened on November 23rd. We saw the very first jukebox bring music to everyone. We watched the beginning of the legendary Doctor Who, and we celebrated the birthday of superstar Miley Cyrus. Then we blasted off to space to see how astronauts live on the International Space Station and learned all about the fun traditions of Thanksgiving. History is so cool, right? It's amazing to think about how one single day can be filled with so many different and important moments that change the world. Thanks for exploring November 23rd with me. I had so much fun being your time-traveling guide on this adventure. It's awesome to learn new things, and sharing them with you is the best part. Every day has a story, and today we uncovered some really exciting ones. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Now I have a question for you. Which secret was your favorite? Was it the jukebox with the funny listening tubes, the doctors regenerating powers, or maybe the astronauts floating in space? Let me know in the comments below. I can't wait to read what you think. And hey, if you had fun today, don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome history adventures. We have so many more days and amazing stories to explore together in our time machine, so hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss our next trip. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.